Was he working on his novel before he had trouble writing? Was he working on his novel before he had trouble writing? You must submit your manuscript by the end of the week, said the professor. You must submit your manuscript by the end of the week, said the professor. They will travel to Europe next month. They will travel to Europe next month. We will try to do our best. We will try to do our best. We don't talk to each other like that. We don't talk to each other like that. Were we at noon? Were we at noon? They'll be volunteering at the food bank next Saturday. They'll be volunteering at the food bank next Saturday. The report was written in haste. The report was written in haste. I am not bothered. I am not bothered. They must be lobbyists. They must be lobbyists. We live in a big city. We live in a big city. Next year they will redecorate their house. Next year they will redecorate their house. I wish I had remembered to bring my umbrella. I wish I had remembered to bring my umbrella. The baby looks happy. The baby looks happy. What time was it 15 minutes ago? What time was it 15 minutes ago? I like to read on the bus. I like to read on the bus. Didn't they dream in the twilight? Didn't they dream in the twilight? She goes to the gym every day to get in shape for her wedding. She goes to the gym every day to get in shape for her wedding. I'm on a diet so I can't eat it. I'm on a diet so I can't eat it. 5 years later, I'm a judge. 5 years later, I'm a judge. I don't ask for 2 afternoons. I don't ask for 2 afternoons. We went to a concert to listen to our favorite band. We went to a concert to listen to our favorite band. I wrote a short story for my English class. I wrote a short story for my English class. Were your grandchildren servants? Were your grandchildren servants? May I ask why you're standing outside? May I ask why you're standing outside? If there is traffic on the road, I will be late. If there is traffic on the road, I will be late. I wish I had invested in Bitcoin earlier, I would be rich now. I wish I had invested in Bitcoin earlier, I would be rich now. I was exhausted after that long flight. I was exhausted after that long flight. I won't be online tomorrow. However, our team member John will attend your meeting. I won't be online tomorrow. However, our team member John will attend your meeting. Can I see your ID, please? Can I see your ID, please? They need help. They need help. Car looks good. Car looks good. Before we get started, let's get to our agenda. Before we get started, let's get to our agenda. He was not soon recognized. He was not soon recognized. Stairs. Stairs. He needs to buy food on the way home. He needs to buy food on the way home. You were not the focus. You were not the focus. He moved. He moved. My father gave me the phone. My father gave me the phone. They. My teacher recommended the book. My teacher recommended the book. Are the summers hot where you live? Are the summers hot where you live? Cannot be derived after 1 second. Cannot be derived after 1 second. He is ready. He is ready. Because of this decision, our company's profits increased. Because of this decision, our company's profits increased. Should continue. Should continue. Students will present their projects to the class. Students will present their projects to the class. Can't I make it after 3 minutes? Can't I make it after 3 minutes? I've never seen you eat a hamburger. I've never seen you eat a hamburger. They were watching movies in the cinema. They were watching movies in the cinema. Was your colleague a playwright? Was your colleague a playwright? We weren't suddenly economists before. We weren't suddenly economists before. Will you not undertake? Will you not undertake? Recipe. Recipe. I can't believe I'm awake. I can't believe I'm awake. They donated money to support a local charity. They donated money to support a local charity. Are his siblings interviewers? Are his siblings interviewers? You wrestled monthly. You wrestled monthly. Should we not organize? Should we not organize? Shouldn't it be borrowed? Shouldn't it be borrowed? Can you come with me? Can you come with me? I'm not sure what I want to do with my life. I'm not sure what I want to do with my life. Is our son an oncologist? Is our son an oncologist? I don't think medical research is necessarily the most reliable source of information. I don't think medical research is necessarily the most reliable source of information. I will raise rabbits. I will raise rabbits. Would you do ballet? Would you do ballet? I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this happened. We went to school. We went to school. To throw. To throw. The legacy of his service to his country will always be remembered. The legacy of his service to his country will always be remembered. They like to eat ice cream in summer. They like to eat ice cream in summer. Mary will realize this. Mary will realize this. I can't believe you said such a thing. I can't believe you said such a thing. They still need to pack their bags for the trip. They still need to pack their bags for the trip. He goes to the zoo on the weekends. He goes to the zoo on the weekends. When it rains, I like to stay home and read a book. When it rains, I like to stay home and read a book. Does not drink alcohol. Does not drink alcohol. The teacher gave a difficult assignment. The teacher gave a difficult assignment. Can you please explain this again? Can you please explain this again? I'll run a few tests to determine the problem. I'll run a few tests to determine the problem. By the time I got to the station, the train had already left. By the time I got to the station, the train had already left. Can we go? Can we go? His nephew was a rider. His nephew was a rider. We're going to watch a movie later this evening. We're going to watch a movie later this evening. Can they take care of it every day? Can they take care of it every day? Yes, I can see it, it's warm and sunny as always. Yes, I can see it, it's warm and sunny as always. The concert was great and I had a great time. The concert was great and I had a great time. I just want them to like you. I just want them to like you. Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance. He does handicrafts in his spare time. He does handicrafts in his spare time. His legendary skills on the basketball court were unmatched. His legendary skills on the basketball court were unmatched. Should not be cooked every week. Should not be cooked every week. He wants to travel to different countries. He wants to travel to different countries. There is little time to have lunch between classes. There is little time to have lunch between classes. We've known about the party for weeks. We've known about the party for weeks. He will then study for his exam in the library. He will then study for his exam in the library. I do not know how to tell. I do not know how to tell. Will they shake? Will they shake? Didn't you survive 4 years ago? Didn't you survive 4 years ago? How to teach English as a first language. How to teach English as a first language. We still have a chance to get in. We still have a chance to get in. When did you come? When did you come? It was raining when I went out. It was raining when I went out. Had not been created before. Had not been created before. The pharmacy is located down the aisle on the right. The pharmacy is located down the aisle on the right. I'm just taking a walk. I'm just taking a walk. We were waiting for the movie to start. We were waiting for the movie to start. When we finally arrived at our destination, we had been driving for hours. When we finally arrived at our destination, we had been driving for hours. I am depressed. I am depressed. Her aunt is a hairdresser. 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 How comfortable. How comfortable. I found my keys. I found my keys. We were determined to finish the project until the very end. We were determined to finish the project until the very end. The legendary athlete set a new world record. The legendary athlete set a new world record. Take me to. Take me to. I need some help. I need some help. I continue to sneeze. I continue to sneeze. We are excited to start our new business. We are excited to start our new business. They must ask permission before leaving the classroom. They must ask permission before leaving the classroom. Who are you? Who are you? What is the effect? What is the effect? When the concert starts, I will have waited in line for 2 hours. When the concert starts, I will have waited in line for 2 hours. Meet with appreciation. Meet with appreciation. Your grandfather was a fashion designer. Your grandfather was a fashion designer. Aforementioned. Aforementioned. Is this true? Is this true? Concert tickets were purchased online. Concert tickets were purchased online. Let me help you carry the bags. Let me help you carry the bags. He is becoming more and more experienced in his field. He is becoming more and more experienced in his field. You didn't threaten. You didn't threaten. You are managing normally. You are managing normally. I watch the news every day. I watch the news every day. Is there a senior citizen discount? Is there a senior citizen discount? Your sister is a tailor. Your sister is a tailor. They decided to swim, albeit late. They decided to swim, albeit late. They shouldn't say. They shouldn't say. They eat slowly. They eat slowly. Why do you think that? Why do you think that? I have a lot. I have a lot. They were rehearsing for the school play. They were rehearsing for the school play. Did we suppress? Did we suppress? Could not change often. Could not change often. How much does this cost? How much does this cost? Not immediately become a scientist. Not immediately become a scientist. He won't eat until he finishes his homework. He won't eat until he finishes his homework. He invited me to his party. He invited me to his party. When is your birthday? When is your birthday? You have no money. You have no money. If there's no wind, I'll go outside. If there's no wind, I'll go outside. Wouldn't the blacksmith be 10 years? Wouldn't the blacksmith be 10 years? Grandson's nanny. Grandson's nanny. Fill it up, please. Fill it up, please. What is your blood type? What is your blood type? The leaves of the trees were green and alive. The leaves of the trees were green and alive. He was watching a movie while eating popcorn. He was watching a movie while eating popcorn. Do you not recommend after 4 months? Do you not recommend after 4 months? The children will then play in the park. The children will then play in the park. I will teach you English with Mr. Tandy. I will teach you English with Mr. Tandy. You make a difference. You make a difference. I will take swimming lessons in the future. I will take swimming lessons in the future. Colleague is a researcher. Colleague is a researcher. You can complain. You can complain. Do you like cooking? Do you like cooking? They were trying to find a solution to the problem. They were trying to find a solution to the problem. He likes to listen to classical music. He likes to listen to classical music. We shouldn't stay every day. We shouldn't stay every day. Normally not going forward. Normally not going forward. You cannot guess. You cannot guess. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. 2 weeks you will be important. 2 weeks you will be important. We value honesty. We value honesty. Confidently. Confidently. Oh please, get out of here. Trust me, I'm not worth it. Oh please, get out of here. Trust me, I'm not worth it. The sun rises from the east. The sun rises from the east. Did not appear immediately. Did not appear immediately. We could cause 2 nights ago. We could cause 2 nights ago. They went to Japan last year and enjoyed the food and culture. They went to Japan last year and enjoyed the food and culture. I wouldn't teach occasionally. I wouldn't teach occasionally. Wouldn't I be an annual nanny? Wouldn't I be an annual nanny? Sometimes we shouldn't be orthopedists. Sometimes we shouldn't be orthopedists. Do they need to guess? Do they need to guess? Something happened tonight. We have to go. Something happened tonight. We have to go. Looking forward to a relaxing weekend. Looking forward to a relaxing weekend. This is your favorite artist. This is your favorite artist. The meeting took longer than anticipated. The meeting took longer than anticipated. The party starts at 2000. The party starts at 2000. He has some money for the bus fare. He has some money for the bus fare. Do you see? Do you see? Do we climb? Do we climb? My aunt was a wrestler. My aunt was a wrestler. The computer is working perfectly. The computer is working perfectly. When are you working? When are you working? Could you please double-check the figures before presenting them? Could you please double-check the figures before presenting them? He thanks you for your kindness. He thanks you for your kindness. I'm going to the park to play with my dog. I'm going to the park to play with my dog. How often do you go to your mother? How often do you go to your mother? If it snows, we can go skiing. If it snows, we can go skiing. They said to me, we're going to the beach. They said to me, we're going to the beach. Is your neighbor an actuary? Is your neighbor an actuary?